Hi, my name is the Sustainable Doula Abby. I am a birth and postpartum doula that likes to focus on sustainability for all budgeting levels. I previously did a video on my $0 to debt-free story. I had to watch it back myself to even see what the actual helpful tips were. So I thought I would redo this video in a little bit of a different way. These are the 13 steps that I took to becoming debt-free. Step 1. If you can avoid credit cards, avoid them. Don't even have them. That's up to you. I know a lot of people emphasize that credit cards can build up credit. That wasn't true for me, and it might not be true for you. But you're gonna have to make that decision. I cannot make it for you. But if you can, avoid credit cards. Step 2, overpay. How I was able to get my own student debt quickly out of the way, I did it in 5 years. I overpaid a lot. In 2020, I was able to pay off $14,000 by myself in student loans. That wasn't even the whole year because I completed it in September of 2020. What? So that means I was probably paying the year before I was probably paying $20,000. So a range of $14,000 to $20,000. Whoa. Step 3. Cut out miscellaneous expenses. If you want coffee, make it yourself. If you want a donut, make it yourself. Do not go to the store to purchase random little things. Do not go to the store to buy that cute new dress. Ooh, I really want that new watch, or that belt, that shoe. Specifically one shoe. Those shoes. The new latest and greatest thing. Oh, the brand new iPhone or Android insert technology here just came out. I have to go get it right now. And then the next year, I have to get the new one again, and the new one again, and the new one again. Cut out miscellaneous expenses. If it works, use it. If it's broken, fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Step 4. Value your money and your time. You worked to get that dollar. So if you're going to spend that dollar, is it something that you are going to cherish for the rest of your life? Is it something that you are going to utilize the amount of times that dollar is spent? So if it is worth $300, are you going to wear it or use it or eat it 300 times to get its use? Value your money, value your time. You didn't work all that time to throw your money away. Value it by honoring yourself. 5, avoid your weaknesses, addictions, and process them. So for me, my weakness was going into stores and feeling that guilt that I had to buy something. The big store that I went to the most often was H&M. So I had to stop going. I had to remove myself from the space that made that available to me. Others might have a different addiction. Maybe it's online buying, maybe it's online purchasing. A way that you can kind of stop yourself, give you that moment's hesitation, is remove your payment information from autofill or from saved data. So it at least forces you to enter it every time, so you are fully in acknowledgement that you are making this purchase. But again, avoid that website. Amazon. I have other problems with it. Earth Hero. But yeah, avoid your weaknesses. If it's buying clothes, don't go to those stores. If it's buying shoes, don't go to those stores. If it's buying way too much at a bakery, don't go to that bakery. Avoid your weaknesses / your addictions and process them. So not only are you avoiding them, you have to mentally process them. Okay, me going to this place makes me feel like this. Why does it make me feel like this? How can I stop feeling like this? Is there a way that I can build myself up to being okay if I was to go into that location, to that website, etc., at a later date? So maybe have little challenges for yourself. Walk in, have a timer, 5 minutes, out you go. So process that, because if you don't process what's going on in your mental side, that weakness, that addiction, it's not gone. It's just not looked at until it's looked at. So process it. Step 6. I've kind of already hinted at it a little bit, but value what you own. Again, my weakness was shopping at H&M. I have so many clothes in my closet that I'm not wearing. Use what you have. If you have clothes in your closet, you have something to wear. I don't want to hear the excuse that you have nothing to wear. Another aspect of that is food. What you have in your fridge, what you have in your cabinets, you need to go through it. You need to eat it. I'm guilty of this all the time, and it's something I'm still working on. But you need to go through what you have and value it, use it, and either replace it or get something else. Don't let it go to waste. You are wasting your time, you are wasting your money. You're wasting your time times 2. Value what you already own. Number 7, spend intentionally. If you are going to buy things, make sure it is something that is adding value to your life, that it is going to be used, that it is important, that it is necessary. If it's food, that is a necessary means, as long as it is planned for, prepared for, and will be consumed in the time that it has. If it is wasted, you did not plan for it, you did not prepare for it. It was not consumed in the time that was needed. Spend intentionally. Another version of spending intentionally is what you put your money towards. Is it actually paying the people making it? Again, H&M. H&M unfortunately uses unfair wages and has been known to utilize slave labor and or child labor. I am sorry if this is the first time that you were hearing that. H&M is not the only one who is doing this. The list is very long. Spending intentionally or ethically or sustainably sometimes can cost more money. Part of why it can cost more money is because you're buying something of a higher quality that is ensuring that business is paid, that those employees are paid appropriately for their time, for their energy, for their fairly, etc. So that way, you, knowing that that is where you're sourcing from, value the item that you have purchased far greater. Another way you can do so, by not necessarily sourcing brands that are extensive with their sustainability posts or ethical posts, shop local, shop small. So another example, instead of going to PetSmart or Petco, maybe take that extra trip or go that extra distance to find that mom and pop shop pet store that has the bodega cat that greets you at the door every day. You are supporting small businesses and local businesses and helping the economy in your area. Consider that, knowing that your money is going to them surviving. So shop intentionally. Number 8. Another example of shopping intentionally is shopping in bulk. I don't necessarily mean going to Costco and getting massive boxes, but hey, if that is more cost effective and efficient, then maybe that is the version that you need, buying in bulk. My example is buying an intentional loose bulk. For example, pre-cycle, farmers markets. That way you're not paying for excess packaging. You are supporting small businesses or local businesses. You are making one trip for a massive bag of rice. I eat a ton of rice. And so instead of buying smaller bags and using them up slowly and eventually, I buy a much larger quantity. And since I have dedicated myself to that bag of rice, my meals must consist of rice. My meals must go with rice. Don't buy extra pasta or whatever. I have this large bag of rice. I need to pair my things with rice or with pasta or with these vegetables and fruit that I have just purchased. Buy in bulk and go with what you have. So I've kind of already hit this one a few times, but number 9. Shop local, shop ethical, shop small. Those local businesses, those small businesses, especially during these difficult times of 2020 and 2021, they need you. And you may not necessarily think that you need them, but they need you. Again, that example of the pet store. Instead of the big conglomerate, go to the little guys. If you're getting your hair cut, instead of going to the hair salon that's across the nation, go to that individual salon or the barber shop. Shop local, shop small, shop sustainable, shop ethical. Sustainable can be your budget, but try your best to stick with your community when you are able to source through your community. And again, please keep in mind what is also accessible to you. Number 10, all excess earnings go to your debt. So if you get a Christmas bonus, if you get a gift from a family member, a monetary gift from a family member, if you get a tax refund, if you get a stimulus check, all excess funds go to your debt or your bills. Your debt or your bills goes to those urgencies first. They do not go to your spending. Your bills, I do not consider your bills spending. Your bills are a standard of your life. Don't even touch those excess earnings. And if you've paid off that debt, if you've paid off that bill, then whatever is left of that excess earning, it goes to your savings. It does not go to your spending. Don't touch it. That's not what you earned for your spending. Don't touch it. Number 11. I don't have enough fingers. Number 11 is save. What I like to do with every single paycheck that I received, or every single excess earning that I received, at least $100 would go to my savings per check / per earning. If you are able to get your debt out of the way, if you're able to get your immediate bills out of the way, maybe bump that saving amount up to $200, $300, etc. as you progress, as is necessary. But $100 is your minimum commitment. It's not yours to spend. $100, it goes to your savings. Your savings is for your emergencies only. Number 12. So where $100 is going to your savings, set an amount for your spending. I'm not talking about your bills. I'm talking about your grocery budget. So I'm talking about your, oh, I gotta pick up my prescription budget. I'm talking about your pet needs food. Your child, well, I guess you can kind of loop that into groceries. And then sticking to that budget. So what I would do is 100 to my savings, 100 to my spending, bills, debt. Whatever's left goes to debt. And number 13. This is most likely something that would actually be really difficult if you're already at this point in your debt journey. But if you are able to start paying back your loans, start paying back your debt before the launch of the accumulating day, so actually the launch of the payday, try to start paying it, because that interest builds quickly. It's already building the moment you signed the papers. That's very frustrating, especially when it comes to student debt. You are already accumulating interest. So if the moment you graduate and you are able to start contributing to it, do so. Just a tip, a heads up. Who knows? Maybe you can beat me. Maybe you can do your student loans in 3 years, maybe 2. Wow, that would be amazing. So those are the 13 steps of how I was able to get debt-free. I hope that was a little easier to understand. I hope it made sense. But please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, my name is the Sustainable Doula Abby. For any business and client inquiries, please reach out to me at sustainabledoula@gmail.com or on Instagram @thesustainabledoula. I'll see you next time. Bye.